Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're here in Acqui Terme, which is on the site of some thermal springs, and there are Roman aqueducts. We visited the town before, but we're here for their monthly flea market, and it's the first time I've ever been here, and I'm so excited. But we had to get to a cash machine first, and we were walking through really quickly, but I saw so many great things. So let's go check it out. Andiamo!
Bene cara, saluta Liliana e poi ci vediamo intanto, Te lo saluto, va bene, un bacione, ciao, 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 ciao. Sì. Sono 5 euro, sì, con maiale, diversi tipi di carne, tutto carne, diciamo, tutto carne, sì. Però li fanno anche queste sono le paste che sì, paste con io. Adesso fai la parte,
A bunch of cardboard boxes on the ground full of random stuff. Let's see what treasures can be found.
Sì.
Ogni tanto c'è delle cose che ci vogliono dare benissimo.
Io avevo preso, non mi ricordo cosa.
Sì, è vero. Solo che se vogliamo comprare tutto. E poi No, è 3 buchi. C'è 2 euro, è vero, sui 2 euro.
Something from video. I talked about it in another video. Here in the market park. There you go.
Manca ancora tezzine. Le tazzine mo cosa facciamo? Sono 2, eh? Questa è già così. Cambieranno le cose, però
Caro, dopo moglie.
a tirarla su.
C'è anche l'etichetta del negozio.
Vabbè, niente d'altro.
Ma è vecchia No, c'era solo quello.
Che ora è prima dove serve, mo? Mo, che ora è dove serve?
Okay. There's a pear.
Dici questo? Però dove lo metto? Ma che carino!
Ma questo è 5 euro fatto, eh? Sì, 5 euro. Dove c'è?
Senti, dimmi pure. Cosa vengono questi? Quelli facciamo un euro tutti.
Train
Scusi, quanto viene questo qua? Ne faccio 5
things.
euro. Ok, allora prendo questi
I
due.
see them a lot in the United States.
Vedo va bene. La Mondovì. Brava. Sì, Mondovì.
Yo lo pedí ahí, ya.
Gli dai shoes.
Carino però il modello. Non mi devo lasciare abbindolare. Però è carino anche, sì.
Dentro la colpa per ogni cosa che non è bella.
È difficile
Sì, qui è porti
This is interesting. This is jewelry that's made out of old currency. Like these rings. Like this says 100 lira Italian.
Ma sì, era una vita che non veniva. Oggi cambiano il Mercatino.
It's really interesting.
Ma sì, ma a me piace stare così.
No, sì,
Qualche cavolata ho comprato.
Cioè, facciamo 8 così almeno tutto full option, significa che tutti hanno le barbate.
Can you?
Sì, lo so, ma non so chi deve venire.
Quella è una candela, Mondè. Vedi che c'è del...
Sì, infatti guardavo, ma sì, una candela.
È una candela, è più bello il bicchiere che tra
È più
tutto il
bello il
resto.
bicchiere che...
Infatti chiedo il prezzo della candela.
Invece adesso erano arrivati insieme e... sì, nel senso è tutto, poi sono tipo fotografie. Sì, però normalmente si trovano come
There's some kind of an event going on here, and I believe it's wine themed, but they have some street food for sale that includes like an antipasto with meats and cheese. They have farinata, and then they have this like cake with grapes. I guess maybe this is something to do with the grape harvest that's happening in this area right now. We had to take advantage of the €1 glasses of wine, and that's a pretty substantial pour, so. Very Wes Anderson. Promised, I'm making a haul video. It's been a while since I made one, but I wanted to show you some of the things that I got at the Acqui Terme flea market on Sunday. I showed you the cases that that gentleman had where he makes jewelry, mostly rings, out of old pieces of currency from Italy mostly, but also from currency around the world that is no longer in use. I was looking, and I believe I showed you in the video, some of the display where he had more recent lira that were made out of bronze and maybe some other metals. They were like in the 11 to like 15 euro range, but I was trying a bunch of them on and they were all really, really small. But I really liked them. And then he brought out another case, and these were the more expensive pieces of jewelry, a lot of really big chunky men's rings, but he pulled out this one. I don't know, he must have a gift, and it was labeled 1 Italian lira from 1886, and it says argento, which is Italian for silver, 835, which I asked my husband because he knows a lot about coins. He does metal detecting. So he said that was slightly less silver content than sterling, but still a large amount of silver. So you see what it looks like on. Maybe I should have gotten a manicure for this, but maybe I will take some photos of it a little bit closer up. But you can see on the inside the inscription Umberto I, and I looked him up for the purpose of this video, and Umberto I was, I wrote it down, he was the King of Italy from 1878 until his assassination in 1900. And like I said, this is from 1886, so I guess that checks out. There's kind of a floral, kind of maybe scroll design, or maybe it's laurel on the outside of the band. But I'm really happy with the ring. It's a perfect fit. I said it was a little more expensive. It was marked 31 euro. However, and another little pro tip, bring cash to these markets, because I did not have smaller change, but I had 40 euro, and I guess because he didn't have change, he gave it to me for 30 euro. So I think it definitely pays to have some cash on hand when you go to these markets, even though I do know that some of the vendors do accept cards. So that was my very special ring that I found, made from an old Italian lira coin from 1886. It's just really simple and elegant, I think, and I really like it. So yeah, well worth the 30 euro. Next, I wanted to show you the 4 scarves that I bought from the same vendor. He had a big cardboard box. They were just kind of thrown in there. You had to dig for them, but I found some really beautiful ones that I wanted to show you, starting with this one, which I guess you would call like a foulard, because it's kind of a little bit smaller. It is not marked, there's not a tag, there's not a brand. The edges are rolled, and just the style of it and the feel of it feels like silk. I spotted this cobalt blue color in the bottom of the box, and I was drawn to it immediately. And I think that this is the kind of scarf that you could roll and wear kind of like tied. I plan to do a whole other video where I'm going to take these scarves and try tying them in different ways, because it's something that I'm really interested in and passionate about. I didn't even mention this, but like, I am a scarf addict. I have so many, I just can never resist them. And I just think they're such a simple way to add something to an outfit, just to kind of take it up to the next level, add some color, and I just love them. So yeah, stay tuned for a styling scarves video coming soon. Okay, and this one, again, none of these were marked. I just kind of had to go with my gut and my years of you know, fingering the material. Was that the Seinfeld? It sounds kind of gross, sorry. But yeah, this one, you can see, is much bigger, and I believe this is wool. Definitely part wool. Is it part wool and synthetic? Is it part wool and cashmere? I hope so. It definitely has that kind of a feeling, but I really like this one. It has like a paisley design. It has the kind of, I don't know, what do they call this? Like a raw edge, which I really like, especially looks pretty when it's tied and you can see that raw edge. And I like it's brown, but I would say more of a taupe or top. It's like a cooler brown mixed with grays, which I like because I tend to like cooler tones, and I think I look better in cooler tones than warmer tones. I have not found out what my season is, but I just know what I like. This one, again, the feel test, it feels more like a cotton or a cotton blend. It kind of has that like bandana feeling, although it's bigger than a typical bandana. This one, I think I've mentioned before that I really like florals on a black background, and the pattern, it's like a dusty rose or like a mauve, and also some on a background of like vines, and there's a nice border. And finally, my favorite, and I saw this one when we first entered the market. We had to go and get cash first, so we did a quick look at some of the first stalls, and I saw this one, and I was so happy when we returned at the end to see that it was still there, because this one was my favorite. As you can see, it's really big. This one, I would bet the house that it's silk. It is so soft and just so delicate. And I love the colors. It's like a leaf print, this beautiful like emerald green on a black background. And the edges are rolled. And not only that, but I can see that the edges are like hand stitched, because the thread is white, which I thought was interesting. And also just the stitches are a little bit irregular, which shows me this was done by hand. Did someone do this themselves after they bought it? I don't know, but it's so beautiful and I cannot wait to wear it. All 4 of these scarves were €4 total. They were €1 each, which I think is just incredible, especially for vintage scarves of this quality that I will 100% wear. The Acqui Terme flea market was, in my opinion, a huge success. Lots of great buys. Really nice to be able to like walk through a city and have the streets lined with stalls. It's just a lovely way to spend a Sunday fall afternoon. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if you have any feedback in the comments. See you next time. Ciao.